Welcome back to Fort Walton Beach Chamber Business Forum, a news magazine sponsored by our good friends from Cox here. Speaking of good friends, folks, it's that time of year. I am honored, beyond honored, to introduce for the first time here on the Cox channel. I'm so nervous already in their presence. Captain Billy's 60th and his first mate. Gentlemen, happy to have you here.
It's a pleasure being here.
Very exciting.
Great
The Pirates season has begun.
Yes.
I want to start off with you, Captain Billy, please. Todd Bowlegs, your real name. Tell everyone, about yourself. What's your real job?
My real job. Well, first of all, I'm a transplant. I'm a Yankee that moved down here many, many years ago. I was in the service for 20 years and retired in this area. So I've got a wife and 3 kids, and we've been having a great time the last about 20 years here now since we moved back. But I work for a national company doing international business, and I stay pretty busy with that. But I find some time to be a pirate.
There you go.
Once in a while too.
And it's been a good year for you. We're going to talk about some of your activities in a second. James, I first met you when you were talking about the William Augustus Bowles Foundation, which we have a chance we'll talk about that. You have been in town a little longer than our captain.
I have. I'm one of the maybe 5 people left that was born and raised here in Fort Walton Beach. My family came here probably in the late 40s originally, and my grandmother had your job back in the 60s and early 70s at the Chamber, executive director, and my father was a longtime city councilman. But I'm an electrical engineer by degree, and I have a small consulting business. I do electronics design.
It's amazing, and that's why I want to have people know who you were, because the crew of Bowlegs has been around for 60 years, as we well know. They are the ambassadors for Fort Walton Beach and have been now for 60 years, and I wanted to thank you all for that and thank all of the crew. Let's talk about some of the activities you have had, Todd, as a result of the crew.
Well, the crew does a lot of local events here. We do, one of our first ones is the Christmas parades that we do for Niceville, Fort Walton Beach, and Destin. We do the Mardi Gras parade here locally, and of course all the festival events. And we also do a lot of public appearances that we've done this year too, and every year. But we also do a lot of out-of-town trips. And we actually team up with other crews from different cities. We've been to Minnesota, Tallahassee, Panama City, Pensacola, Bradenton, Florida, all to go in with other crews and join their festivals, and they come and join our festivals. So we expect about 120 out-of-town guests to come in and join us for our festival this year. So we stay pretty busy year-round with all the different things that we've been doing.
Absolutely, and the costumes we'll talk about in a second because they're spectacular. But James, I want to continue to enamorize ourselves with the crew, because for 40 years before the TDC was even around, the crew was the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the TDC for our community.
That's true. The Bowlegs Festival got its start in about 1953, and it started out as a water ski show on Labor Day weekend. And it was just designed to bring tourists down to the area. The following year, in '54, someone came up with the idea of doing a pirate festival modeled loosely on Gasparilla in Tampa. And the city recreation department was doing it at that time, and the JCs, then a young organization, took it over. So local businessmen got together, threw a little money in a hat, and had costumes made, and that's how the crew and the festival got started.
I think it's fair to say that the costumes have been expanded a little bit since 1953 and 1955, yes?
Well, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Maybe.
Let's chat about how you were asked to be Captain Billy and how you came up with the colors and the scheme.
So our organization is a private organization, and with a charter and bylaws that it's set that when you pick the captain each year is selected by the previous captain, but who was given a list from the past 7s get together and give them a list to pick from. So the past 7 captains make up a list, and the current captain picks the next one. So it kept about 6 months prior. So in December is when we are selected, and then I go find a queen and then name it first mate and mistress, and we put our people together and start doing costumes and all the things that go along with it. We have about 6 months to get ready. So. In fact, the next one's already getting ready right now.
I have no doubt.
I have things to do yet this year.
It's a big decision, James.
Yes.
Who's the next one? They'll start having to run into the pictures in the daily news, et cetera. But how was it when Todd asked you to be the first mate? How much fun has it been to select all this cool stuff?
Well, first of all, it was just an incredible honor. I mean, the crew and the festival mean a lot to me as a native, and so when Todd came to my office and asked me, it wasn't even on my radar. It probably took 20 minutes to sink in what he was asking me. I didn't know why he was there, but no, it's a huge honor, and it's been a lot of fun. We choose, in addition to what we call the top 6, the captain, his wife, queen and her husband, first mate and mistress, and then we jointly select 10 other couples to fill out the honor guard. So we have 26 people that are more or less the face of the crew for that year, and unofficial ambassadors in town, for out-of-town events.
Todd, Captain Billy, it's people out there don't realize that the crew does this at their own expense.
Yes.
All aspects. Explain that. I mean, the rental of the boats and all the traveling, et cetera.
That's right. We have annual dues, and out of those dues, we run all our social events. We do have social events. We do a ball in the wintertime, the Holly Ball for Christmas. We have some private parties, and then of course the float, or the storage areas that we have, all the beads we throw, the coins, the cups, and all the things we do with the boats and the landing boats and the skirmish. All those come out of our dues for the year. And then we do have received some donations from the foundations and things like that to help us out here and there, but mostly it's out of our dues, our members' dues, and we have a great time doing it. And they're all great people to be able to get together. And while we work hard, we also have a lot of great fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, first mate in this case, I mean, there's the cups, the coins, the beads. Did you collect those back in the day? Because those, for some people, that is a cherished item each and every year to get.
No doubt. I have coins back into the early 70s myself. I mean, it was a big deal. When I was my wife Diane and I, when we were kids, we couldn't wait for the treasure hunt to come around, which we don't do anymore because they were tired of digging holes up all over the island. But every day in the newspaper, a new clue would come out, and we couldn't wait for it. It was before social media. We didn't have a lot to entertain us back then.
But it is. I can't emphasize enough, folks, because many chamber members are in the crew. It's a very expensive and it's a wonderful situation that you do for the city. We're very appreciative.
Thank you, and it's a great. I tell you, being not from here locally, like James is, it's a great way to meet a lot of people.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And we through our kids in schools and church and things, we meet a lot of people. But once we came in the crew, it's a lot of things we're able to do to meet people and by the way, give back. And that's why we do this. We do have a lot of fun. But we do this because we know it's important, and it started 60 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it is the #1 festival in Fort Walton Beach, James. You've come for probably your whole life, et cetera, and you've been talking about meeting people. What are some of the funner photo opportunities you've had, or that you're able to tell us here on the show?
Well, I was going to say ones I can talk about now. You mean
ones you can talk about?
For me, probably the most fun thing is to do the parades and see the little kids. I mean, the kids just get huge eyes when you walk up to them with a sword and a pirate hat, and it's just nothing beats that. So I never get tired of taking pictures with kids.
It's wonderful. Now we could talk all day, but we do have the festival coming up. Do you want to kind of talk about some of your favorite parts, or?
Well, and if you're familiar with the festival, it's all fun, and we do our Friday evening. It starts out Thursday, of course, and we're going to go down. And actually, there's a little Pirates Parade on May the 30th, I believe, by First City Bank.
First City Bank, May 30th.
We'll be down there. They'll be down there to watch that and be there with them. But Thursday we get down and I do a little photo ops with the kids, and then Friday we come in, what we call our skirmish, and we come in and warn the mayor, or at least come in our white flag, and let him know that we want to take the city over, and he respectfully declines, and so we leave, and then that's Friday night. And that's always fun because it's just you see thousands of people there.
Oh my gosh!
When we come in, and then Friday we all return. The crew returns all together with about 300 pirates, right. And we kind of take charge of the situation. So I will tell you that when we come on board and we take over the city, and we bring in cups and beads and coins and throw them out to the crowd and pictures, it's really, really great.
It really is, And speaking of the mayor, certainly in fairness to Mike Anderson, he's a good sport about it. 10 years now.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Charlie Brown and kicking the football with Lucy there, I guess. But he's done a wonderful job. So Thursday night, James, we have Thursday, June 4th. We have the pub crawl in downtown. Correct. Should be fun. And then Friday, certainly. You've participated in several. What are some of the funner parts of the festival end of it for you?
It's hard to pick one thing. I mean, we love Thursday night. The pub crawl is a great time. Everybody's downtown. And by the way, in your last segment, you were talking about all the things that have changed downtown. Right. And that really, to me, this year, I expect the pub crawl to be even better attended than it has in the past because of that. But the pub crawl is great. Skirmish night with the fireworks, ending with the fireworks, is great. And then on Saturday, and I would say to the mayor, no pressure, but we are 59-0.
Are there any secrets for the mayor? Anything you'd like to share with the community or Mayor Anderson?
The mayor knows, and I've already warned him a few times, that we're going to come and get him on Saturday of the Bowlegs weekend. And
So we're officially
I have
coming
a
to
plan.
get him, you say.
I have a plan.
Not beat him, but come and get him, I'm hearing.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yes.
Well, Michael Anderson, be ready out there, my friend. You get your militia going. James, in referencing the coronation, we kind of missed the transformation where you transfer. How much fun is that, too? Tell everyone about that.
The coronation's a great time. As people may not realize, every year the new captain and his crew are unveiled at the June coronation, which is 1 week after the festival on the following Saturday. And so the new captain reigns for the entire year, and the festival is the culmination of that year. And so, we're going to blow it out and have a great time with the public and all the kids out there. And then the following Saturday, as I like to say jokingly, we're going to get decoronated, and the next crew will be coronated, and then the cycle starts again. And what's nice about it is it stays fresh. We have a new bunch running the show every year, and it's always something new every year.
Well, Captain Billy, again, that must have been fun planning that. That's open to the public, too.
That's right. And the coronation is at the Matty Kelly up at the college.
Right.
And it is open to the public. We do put on a pretty good show. We
Free
have
of charge.
some guests that attend, and we have entertainment, and it's always fun to watch. And again, it's free. And to come and see, and of course, the new crew, the new captain, the new queen, the new first mate, and his honor guard are all under wraps until they come out on that stage that evening and get unveiled. And we do the transfer of power, and that's June the 13th this year. So it's a great time.
I've been to Matty Kelly many times for some of the Broadway shows. I think the coronation might be even better than some of those.
I think so.
And it's free,
Yes.
everyone. So you got to come. 20 seconds, James, on the William Augustus Bowles Foundation.
The Bowles Foundation is something started by some crew members about 8 years ago, and its purpose is to partner with the crew of Bowlegs to raise money and awareness and support the public things we do, the festivals, the parades, and also our ultimate goal is to build a permanent pirate museum for the Gulf Coast area as a tourist attraction.
And we're excited about that. You can stop by the Fort Walton Beach Chamber of Commerce and see the beginning of that right now with some of the artifacts, et cetera. Captain Billy Todd Bolger, you got 10 seconds to tell the world.
I'm going to tell you that we do this on the community. We want the community to be able to benefit from this festival and what we do. So we're proud to do that. And if you need something from us, just let us know.
Contact.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Captain Billy, Todd Bolger, First Mate James Bowman. Gentlemen, thank you on behalf of the crew for what you do for the city of Fort Walton Beach. Folks, it's coming June 4, 5, 6, and then the parade is back to Monday, June 8th. Bowlegs Festival is here. Gentlemen, how about a big R to end it here? R. There we go. Folks, Fort Walton Beach Chamber, thanks again to our folks from Cox here for the Business Forum. L.A. Woodall, our chair, will be back next month. Bowlegs Festival, June 4, 5, and 6, June 8th. Have a good summer. See you soon.